Live from the Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts. This is the YouTube channel vlog show in which video games, flash game show gameplays, along with sports and wrestling news are the norm. This is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, good times, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. And now, here is the host of the show, the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Wonderful Announcer, for that lovely intro. Well, hello there. Welcome to yet another episode from me, the perpetrator of the shenanigans, Big Beefy E, from my Big Beefy Man Cave here in New Big Beefy Bedford, Massachusetts. And this is the 57th episode of my Big Beefy YouTube channel vlog show, Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. And it's October the 1st. That's right, October is here, 2022. And it's 4:48 p.m. Saturday afternoon. It's been a yucky day, weather-wise outside. And we're just chilling. We're just chilling at home, doing our thing with a smile on our face and say hello, how you doing? Like, oh, Ed Sullivan, what's going on over there? And I hope you guys are out there having a very, very good day. Hopefully your day's better than mine. My day's been pretty good. I mean, despite the weather's kind of wet, ugly, like ew. This wet rain sucks, man. So, but it's cloudy right now, according to what my computer's saying. But it goes like the rain. Look, the remnants of even Ian are going away. So I know there's a lot of people were in Ian's path, Hurricane Ian's path. So my prayers out there to you guys. Hopefully you guys are staying safe. I know most of you guys have lost a lot of stuff, lost power and all that. I encourage you guys to stay strong, stand tough, and be valiant, be vigilant, be strong and courageous. Help's on the way. I know it. And I'm sure there's a lot of help is on the way, and I hope you guys got the help you need. And stay safe out there in Florida, guys. And I know probably people are assessing their damage, trying to find their loved ones, their pets, and all that. It is very, very tough out there. So to stand strong, Floridians, and whoever is in the path of Hurricane Ian, just stand strong, stand tough. Okay, we're thinking of you guys, we're with you in spirit, man. That's all. I'm with you guys in spirit. That's all. I'm going to talk about a little bit different. I know you guys have been expecting an episode of Saturday Superstar Arcade. That will come. Don't trust me on this one. I already know what game I'm going to play, so just hang in there. I'm going to talk about Power Rangers Dino Fury. I mean, because I resubscribed to Netflix, and the reason why I went on Netflix is because of Power Rangers Dino Fury. And Dino Fury, excellent show. There is a lot of things, a lot of interesting storylines that happened. Is a little bit on the untraditional side. We saw, obviously, first ever same-sex couple, shall we say, Izzy and Fern. Izzy is the Green Ranger. Fern was a rival of Izzy's at first in a race, because Izzy is a star athlete. Then and then Fern her ankle, or an Izzy. So that was the first time in Power Rangers history this has happened. A big thing, big deal in the social rounds, and that's how it gets interesting. The storyline is among that. I will explain that how it works. Also, another interesting storyline is another couple that is has made the waves, and that would be Ollie and Amelia, which is crazy to say the least. So you're talking about this. You got two fellow Rangers in love, and then you got the same sex yeah, it's tough for me to talk about that because I'm a very conservative person, but but I'm not supposed to hate on anybody, so I want to leave it at that. Okay, so I'm trying to, but I it's very unique the way how all that plays out. So the interesting storyline goes. In fact, two of the Rangers' identities have been revealed to civilians. Izzy's identity revealed to Fern. And the cool about it is there was a lot of old school references to all Power Rangers seasons of the past, which is really super cool that they decided to connect all of this. And it's like long-term storytelling, you know, or in wrestling, what they call it long-term booking. This is long-term storytelling. We saw the return of Lord Zed, which is really crazy in itself. It's like, I'm like, how in the heck did they do that? And how did they get him back to his monster form after Zordon's sacrifice purified it? You know what they could have done? Split emitters. Could separate the human and the evil person. That's what they should have done. But anyways, Commander Shaw from Beast Morphers made an appearance there as well. But it's a huge thing about the 30th season that we all know, and I will talk more about that as well as we go along here. Fern was the first civilian. I mean, no, not Fern. I know Ollie's mother, Lani Akana, was the first one to, was the first one to find out about the Rangers' identities, and Ollie, and which is really was the first civilian. Then Fern, Izzy's girlfriend, was the second person to realize that, and Fern made a reference to the old school Rangers. May the power protect you. That's what Zordon used to say back in the day. So nice catch on that. And then another reference to an old school Rangerdom, I should say. Lothorn. Now you're thinking Lothorn. Was that Lothor's kid or something like that? Lothor had a kid before he passed away? No. Lothorn was the nephew of Lokar. Remember Lokar, the big floating head with the spikes? That attacked the Rangers at one point and gave Mutitis his powers, enhanced powers, and Cyclopsis. And that's the only time I think he made a couple appearances. He made those two appearances. Mutitis and Cyclopsis. So you got that. So I'm like, oh wow. So because he looked like, as I watched the Super Sentai version of it, and they saw, I saw that version of Lothorn. I'm like, dude, that could be a Lokar reference if the new season of Dino Fury goes with this monster. And but it gets wilder. Okay, it gets really, 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 really whacked out wilder. The storyline in Dino Fury. It gets wild to the point where you're going, whoa, dude, that's heavy. The third civilian that found out about Power Rangers' identity, Pop Jones, adopting a young Amelia Jones, who turns out to be Rafkonian, like Zato and Ion. They were two. So, and we kind of find out that her father is the Void Knight / Void King, Tarek, a Rafkonian, who made a promise to the janitor to look after their baby. Centaura was her mother, who's now the Void Queen, because of all the Sparks energy. And it took Emilia to turn Tarek and Centaura back to their human self, their Rafkonian selves. I'm like, what? This is heavy. And a lot of people were talking about this, too. A lot of people were guessing it. A lot of people were right on the money with this. Imagine Void Knight's Amelia's father. Bingo! It's like Star Wars. Luke, I'm your father. Ah! It was crazy. It was totally insane. It was totally nuts. And then you get the Morphin Masters get involved in this. Basically, Red, like half of the team of the Morphin Masters, Red, Green, and Blue. And the voice of the Green Morphin Master happens to be the actress who played Ali Samuels, Jack's business partner / girlfriend in SPD, and Vela in Operation Overdrive, Tyzon's girlfriend. So that's a big deal. But Tarek did the Void Knight thing one more time, and he says, "I got this," and then Amelia hugs Void Knight, and that's her dad. And like, I can't believe it. It's so super cool. So what is next for? And then Zato sacrificed himself to destroy that big monster that Void Queen built, and then Void Queen, the cool thing is that Amelia had her new Rafkonian powers, and she used that, having getting Void Queen to connect memories, and then Void Queen's like, no. And it went all the way, and was very happy to see Amelia. Amelia was searching for her parents. I can't believe Tarek and Centaura. Now the coolest part, about 6 months later, the Rafconians decided we're going to live on Earth and try to get some resources and everything else. So, they're learning how to, adapt themselves to Earth. And Tarek and Centaura decided to make their home on Area 62. That was the home base of the villains. Now that the villains will go, except for Mucus. It seems like Mucus is up to something. So, because you see the end, the slime, and you see Mucus giggling and laughing. So, she probably escaped, and she was out literally from under a rock, So, what happened to Slifer? Is Slifer still alive? I don't know. But one thing I know for sure is that the Power Rangers still have their powers, but Zato sacrificed himself to defeat the monster. And then the three Morph Masters came out, gathered all the Sporix, took all the Sporix away, and said, hey, you did well, your quest ends here. Then, the Rangers decided to go on with their regular lives. Ion's got his own cafe, which is really crazy. Izzy graduated. Now she's going to Oakdale with Fern, and Hobby's there and everything else. And, Buzz Blast is doing well. And meanwhile, Area 62, while they moved in, the painting and all that. And the fun part about it is that Tarek and Centaura were having a debate about which color the baby would like. And Amelia goes, let me solve that problem for just a second. And since Centaura's pregnant with another child, Amelia looks and said, no, and they all did the references of the cities and the colors, like Ocean Bluff Blue, which is the Jungle Fury. It's like, it was just, there was one monster that said, hey, I can see Angel Grove from here. There's another reference. What the crazy part about that was, and then the Void Queen saying, this is giving me a headache. Rita says that, So I think the overall, the Dino Fury storyline, I thought the heavy stuff was Amelia finding out about her parents. So that was the craziest part of all. Because imagine if you're a Power Ranger and all season long, all year long, you're fighting against your own parents to try to save the Earth. Hello, I mean, it's like evil forces will do whatever it takes to try to take over the Earth and destroying one's family, or turn family member against family member. Like we saw the Andros and Astronema, But Astronema becomes good, became Corone, joined forces with the Lost Galaxy Rangers, and replaced Kendrick's Pink Ranger for that half of the season, which is so super cool. Also, Lothor and Sensei Watanabe, Kanoi versus Kia, twin brothers, mind you, but it was Kia that chose the name of Lothor and chose, because some went against their will, some had no idea, someone actually chose to do it. Power Ranger villain storylines get crazy. But now there will be a 30th season. The 30th anniversary will be next year, known as Cosmic Fury. Because at the end, Zato came back and has a new suit. It's all white and new superpowers. It's Super Dino Fury Red Ranger. But they will have brand new suits, unlike brand new American-made suits. They won't adapt any Sentai suits at all. But they will. It's like season 2 and 3. They will take the Zords from the Sentai series. Like in space, there will be Cosmic Fury. They'll take the Zords from the mecha from Q Ranger, Uchu Sentai Q Ranger, and there is going to be some probably recurring characters coming into this. Rumor has it that Captain Sutherland will be coming back. Steve Cardenas as Rocky the Red Ranger. And OG Rangers, David Yost and Walter Manuel Jones will return as Zack and Billy in this version. And they have a picture of Jason David Frank inside the, those pods, mecha for Q Ranger. I said, wouldn't surprise me Jason David Frank was going to come back with this one. because there are reports saying he's done playing Tommy or everything else like that. But, and they had Stephen Cardenas come back because with the situation going on in St. John, I don't know if that's been resolved yet. I personally believe that, I'm hoping that Austin comes out of this okay. I know, but sometimes, when you get into a situation like this, sometimes you're roped into something that you had no idea you're getting into, or did he willfully do it? I don't know, and I'm not going to judge him. That's why, because sometimes you get theories on that, and you want to hope that he's innocent. So it's like nowadays, guilty until proven innocent. Which is stupid. Innocent until proven guilty. That should be the way it is. A lot of people like to flip everything else upside down, but I digress. So we're not going to talk about. Oh no, I'm not going to talk about the law or anything like that either. But that situation, Austin and his team are going to handle it. And his legal team will probably going to handle it. So, but I'll tell you one thing: seeing David Yost and Walter Manuel Jones announce that they're going to make their return for the 30th anniversary. I can't wait to see what Cosmic Fury is going to be all about. It's going to be crazy, no doubt. And I am personally believing that it's going to be a great. Cosmic Fury is going to be a new series and all. At the end, he said Lord Zed escapes. So Lord Zed. So this is going to be very interesting. Will they adapt the bad guys, or will Mucus have? Hey, listen, I got my henchmen. Will the henchmen make their return? Will Mucus do the thing? Who knows for sure? But it's going to be a very interesting storyline to say the least. But the Rangers got more human allies. I'm sure if Tarek wants to, he can be the Void Knight once again if he has to. But he's probably going to be focused on being a dad again and enjoy life on Earth, and that's what's going to happen, which is so super cool. And Pop Pop's going to be there. And I know Pop, Tarek, Centaura, Dr. Arcon. I think everybody's going to be working together and help the Rangers in this 30th anniversary. Personally, can't wait. The Cosmic Fury. They have brand new suits. It's going to be totally insane, to say the least. So I'm looking forward to Cosmic Fury. Nonetheless, Dino Fury, awesome storylines, awesome job with the show. Cast is great. Everything's great. Overall, 10 out of 10 for me. I thought the storylines were pretty cool with the whole, Amelia finding her parents all along were the villains trying to take over Earth using Sporic Beast, which is really heavy stuff, man. So it's like, she was fighting Void Knight and everything else, and who knew, right? So now, hopefully they have a purified version of Void Knight. Who knows? It's gonna be crazy. And also, a young lady, and I forgot her name, will be playing Yen. There's gonna be Trini's daughter will be making an appearance. That's right, Trini has a daughter. The question is, who was the father? Yen will be her name, and I forget, but she will be making an appearance in the 30th season of Power Rangers. And even though I think a lot of people don't talk about the fact of reunion without Twee Trang, but Twee did pass away in 2001. Had she been still alive, she would have been all over this, And so that's gonna be a couple of drawbacks when you have you don't have Pua Magasiva. He's no longer with us. Peter Ruda, Pua Magasiva, he played Shane in Ninja Storm. He's no longer with us. Peter Ruda, played Udana, is no longer with us. Twee Trang, obviously, you see. And those are three core characters right there from their core shows. No longer with us, so they come. Obviously they couldn't make an appearance if they had to. Like I said, Regality's going on with us in St. John. We don't know what's happening with them. I'm surprised they didn't have Amy Jo Johnson to return as to the Power Rangers 30th anniversary. I don't know if she's still doing Flashpoint or what. Or she's focusing on her music or what. I don't know, but it would be great to see Kimberly make a return. But you get Catherine coming back. First appearance is Ninja Steel. Also, Steve Cardenas is Rocky. Ninja Steel. I want to see Johnny Young Bosch. He should make a return. Or Karan Ashley. Or Nakia Burris. They make a return because and then Nakia Burris as tying up brought a lot of sass to the Power Rangers team. I think so. It's pretty cool about that. So, and especially when she tried, when they were under the spell of the Bias Blaster on Power Rangers Zeo, and everybody's arguing, like, hello, and then, and they were doing the bloopers for Zeo, and it was a Zeo Christmas, and here, Johnny Young Boss is pretty funny too, off screen. So, he's pretty hilarious. Even though everybody's nervous and looking at me. So, yeah. So that's my opinion. My opinion on Power Rangers Dino Fury. 10 out of 10. Awesome job. Awesome storylines, guys. Keep it up. Keep up the great work and everything else. And I can't wait for Cosmic Fury to see what goes down with that. They're using the Zords from Q Ranger, and a lot of people are disappointed they're not using the suits and anything else. But you know what? Go something different. They don't have to copy Sentai every single time. They can go. They can go a different storyline and all that. So, a lot of, like Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. They don't have to. They don't have to be on Earth. You know what I mean? So, that's what's unique about Power Rangers Super Sentai. But I've always wanted to acknowledge. Can we at least acknowledge Super Sentai? And a lot of people say, people like Power Rangers is bootleg and all this good stuff. Win. Guys, we acknowledge Super Sentai. They gave birth to Power Rangers. We're thankful for Super Sentai and Power Rangers. Oh, you can't like Super Sentai and Power Rangers. Who says I can't? Gatekeeping morons. Sheepish. I like Super Sentai. I like Power Rangers. I'll watch both shows. I don't care. And if anybody does not like it, go eat your NyQuil flavored chicken. Anyways. Anyways, just kidding about the NyQuil flavored chicken part. I'm just trying to say it to be funny. And it's gross. I do not recommend people dipping their chicken in NyQuil. It's gross. Ew. It makes you sick. I never tried it. Never have, never will. But it looks sick. Anyways. Again, Power Rangers Dino Fury. Awesome storylines. Great job. I like the way the continuation. Hey, I've got a new suit, but we got to get out of here now. Lord Zed's escaped Earth. Reminds you of Power Rangers in space, when the Turbo Rangers were in a command center below, and then the messenger said, hey, Dark Spectre wants to see you. Get going now. And David Tux go, fine, I'll go to the Sumerian planet. And then, they said, oh, Dimitri told us to stay here. But we stay here, we're sitting ducks, we have no powers, we have nothing. And we got to stop. And then TJ had the idea, we got to stop Diva Tux before she comes back. And so, but this time around, the Rangers go off in space. Lord Zed has escaped. Let's get Lord Zed. And let's get him before he comes back to Earth and starts obliterating that as well. And who knows? And if Mucus is joining forces with Lord Zed, that's going to be trouble in a half. It's bad enough that Lord Zed's going to be irritated by Rita. You get Mucus to deal with. And Mucus is so, that's all the time we have on the show. Episode 57. My thoughts on Power Rangers Dino Fury. 2 Cosmic Fury. 30th anniversary coming up. Can't wait. So, that's all the time we have. And see you next episode. That will be Saturday Superstar Arcade, which I'm probably going to get set up later, but I need to eat something. So, until then, Mr. Announcer, please take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A big beefy E, do it for Bob Saget Production, and in association with a sweet bumbling Bofa Raver Telepictures and Distribution. See you next episode, and have a very blessed day.